Hi, friends. I wanted to come on real quick and I wanted to see how you're doing. We have now gone through the first 3 months of the new year and we're already in the first week of April. I cannot believe how fast things are going and I'm so excited. I hope that you are accomplishing your goals, you're making great progress, and I cheer you on to be able to continue. If you are struggling a bit, if you feel like you're not going and getting the action steps completed like you should, or maybe you haven't even started your goals, go back on my YouTube page, Awaken Life Coaching and Supports, and find the last video that I did a week or two ago. And I have 3 questions that that you can ask yourself. Sit down and ask yourself, and write down your answers, and really think about those questions and what you really believe. And I think that that will help you decide, do I keep this goal or do I go back to dreaming big again? All right. In the meantime, I want to talk about the biggest obstacle that gets in our way of getting our goals. I believe is us, our mind, our mouth, and what we believe. Today, I want to talk again about our mind and really expand on a few things about our mind. Our brain is so intricately formed, and it is brilliant, and we only use a little bit of it. But one of the things that research says is that we tend to be more negative than positive, and we have to work really hard at being positive. And with that, and I know some of you have heard that already, but you know what? Sometimes it's good to hear things over again because then it clicks and goes, oh, what am I going to do about that? Well, one of the things that happens when we are so negative is that we will hear somebody say something about ourselves, or we will say something about ourselves that might have just a tiny bit of truth in it, but it's really a lie. And that's called, and we pick that lie, that statement up as truth, and we run with it. We run with it like it's true. And it really is a lie. It's called a self limiting belief. And we want to get rid of those also. So we have a lot of work ahead. And one of the things that I'm going to challenge you this week is to really think about what you're thinking about. And is it positive or is it negative? Now, when you run across a negative thought or a self limiting belief, what I'd like you to do is to take that and go and really identify it and say, oh my gosh, that's negative. Or, oh my gosh, that's a lie I've believed forever, and get rid of it. Now, it's going to take some time because remember, 63 days to make a new habit. Okay, 63 days. Most people quit in the first 4. So we're going to be forming a new habit of thinking more positive than negative. And so I challenge you this week to go on a negativity fast. That means really thinking about what we're thinking about. And when a negative thought or a self limiting belief happens, we get rid of it. We say no, and we replace it with something that is positive, something that is true, and we run with that. All right. I hope you take the challenge because it's really fun. It is really challenging. That's why I call it a challenge. And see how it goes. And I'll check in with you next week because next week we're going to talk about the power of our tongue, the power of our mouth, the words that are so powerful that come out of us. All right. In the meantime, you guys, you have a great day, and remember that in this life we have only one life, okay? And this year in 2025, it's time to thrive. So be blessed. Love you, friends.